we go.
Hi, Cantus. I'm here with Ella, and we just wanted to provide a quick video update um, to send something out to you since I haven't reached out at all, and Ella's been sequestered in a room. And just to say, um, give some updates about what's going to happen with Cantus, what's already happened, and also just to say, really miss all of you and miss making music. And this sucks, and it's the worst.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty awful time. But hopefully everybody's healthy and safe and following social distance protocols and doing everything you're supposed to do, because that's really all you can do at this point. And just try to stay optimistic and positive, and hopefully we'll be back at some point to see each other.
Yeah.
Not via Zoom. So,
Yep. Not by
Ella, any opening statements?
any opening statements from the president. I don't know. Basically, the same exact thing. This really freaking sucks. Yeah. I mean, it's weird. I wish I was back at school. I just don't want. I want to be anywhere else besides my house. Know what I mean?
I'm sure most of us are in the exact
Yes.
same boat.
Yes.
Okay, so we kind of have a list of just updates and things that we're gonna run through, um, and then we'll wrap it up. And obviously, I will see you all officially next week when school starts. So, Ella, what do we got?
First, we have to talk about tour. Tour update. Woo-hoo!
Okay, so as a lot of you are in band and orchestra, and you know that those tours are canceled. Those were supposed to happen this week, right? Like today, or
Were
maybe
they?
it's next week. I don't know.
No, the band one I know is supposed to be like first week of April, and I think the orchestra one was like
You guys go at the same time.
yeah. The
Okay,
orchestra one was the same.
good.
Yeah, we were gonna be leaving.
Well, regardless, they're not happening, obviously. The choir trip is most likely not happening, as you probably guessed. Um, the district has told us that all trips are canceled. Ours is a little bit different because it is a month later. And, like everything is reserved. And I guess if some sort of miracle happens and, we go back to school, it's possible we could go, but it's probably not going to happen.
Right.
So for a couple weeks, our tour rep has been feverishly trying to get as much of a refund as possible for your families. And I guess we'll just try to worry about money when we can. Some of you still owe stuff for tour. A lot of us are in different places paying for tour. So we'll try to figure that out as I know more, as our tour rep gets a better picture of what she can get a refund for and what she can't. And then I'll keep you and your families updated on that. I haven't sent an official message because, again, our tour is about a month later. But, you can tell your families, unless a miracle happens, it's pretty much canceled, which really sucks. It was going to be awesome. We picked about the worst place in the world besides, Wuhan, China, to pick a tour, which it was impossible to foresee, obviously. But so I know some of you have messaged me and asked about it, but here's the official statement. So we'll send a message out at some point to families, but it's probably gone. Sad day.
Rip tour.
Rip tour. And that was like your place, Ella.
That was my place. I advocated for us to go to.
Probably because Ella Abbott, it was bound to.
I think so. I think
There's a strong correlation. Okay.
God has a vendetta against me, so yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Twins game is canceled, as expected. It's canceled.
Or what's canceled?
The Twins game.
Oh, the Twins game. Yeah, that was an easy cancel. It's
Right.
gone. Sorry.
No, that's canceled.
Next year.
Next year. Pops. What's that update? What are we gonna do about that?
Again, unless there's a miracle, Pops is pretty much canceled. That obviously is supposed to happen in about 3 weeks. there might be a chance that pop videos are made. I know Mr. Donnell had talked about Michael possibly getting that together for the band. So I mentioned that to Ella. Ella, are maybe interested in getting people to do that?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in getting people to do that. No, the dog. But that would be very fun. Um, we'd have to figure out something that isn't really like people getting into, contact with each other like physically. Like it would have to be through something like Zoom or Skype or FaceTime or something weird like that. So if you
Or
have
get
any
or
ideas, you know,
yeah, or you could all like hold those like 7 foot poles like
like
with each other,
yeah,
yeah, like the whole time.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good. I yeah. So just hit me up with suggestions about that if you have any, because I would like to hear your ideas for that.
Yeah, and if you're tech savvy, maybe jump into just to
Yes.
get some ideas of how that might look formatting wise. Right now, we're using Zoom, which is what you're all going to be using in a couple days for your schooling, which is a seems to work well, but there's obviously lots of different apps and media devices to record yourself. So, okay, so that'd be cool. I know Chicken Ticket might do something just for fun to keep some like spirits high, and just because we are working hard, but we're also bored to being at home stuck. So anything we can do for pops would be great that we can do digitally. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, senior concert.
Okay. So the one hope of optimism, we're gonna try to plan like a senior concert will happen. Because obviously that's it's 2 months away.
Right.
It might not happen at all. We might not go back to school, just to be honest with you all, but um, it's a very fluid situation, so we might as well stay positive and hopefully that can happen. If the actual concert itself can't happen, then we'll try to figure out something, whether it's putting recording tracks together, creating some sort of virtual piece. I know Kieran is looking into that just to see if that's even optional. But that'll be kind of our curriculum. So hopefully that'll happen. We haven't canceled anything because we don't have to yet, but
Yes.
you know, so hopefully we can do that. So we'll see.
And speaking of quiet curriculum, a Google form has been made with, you know, questions about what you want to do for third try. Like how you would want rehearsals to look, or what are other things that we could learn if the senior concert isn't an option, so we're not like doing nothing. Like what if we talked about deer ears, talked about musicals or something. I don't know. Whatever you want. Um, a link will be sent out maybe with this video or something, so you can fill that out and give us your responses, because I'm speaking for myself. I don't know what we're gonna do third try, so exciting. It's really just all up in the air. So
Yeah, so if you want to just take a couple minutes and just fill out Google form if you have any ideas, especially for like community building, because I think that in preparation for a possible senior concert, we're gonna you're gonna be trying to learn the music on your own, right? Like obviously, like using recording. There are rehearsal tracks that you'll see on Schoology when it's posted. There's a full score that you can access on Schoology. Like we'll talk about that next week, but um, it'd be good to do other stuff that gives us positivity, and that doesn't necessarily just need to be like practicing alone in your room, rehearsing all the time.
right.
So yeah, if you have any ideas, just fill out that Google form, and we'll brainstorm and hopefully come up with some good ideas.
Yeah. And another part of that form is talking about like things that we normally do when we're not being stuck in quarantine, like normal stuff we do third try, which is like senior wards, and the director's awards and lettering, senior slideshow, stuff like that. If you have questions about that, you can put that in the Google form or just like email me or Macmillan so we can figure that out. Because I don't know if people still want to do those things or just don't want to do them at all. Contact me or Macmillan. They'll know what to do.
Yeah, and I think our plan is to still do the senior awards. If you forgot what those are, two people get an award during the senior concert. I'm like seniors, obviously, who are graduating. Um, One is chosen by me, and one is voted on by all of you. So there would be like a Google form. There's a Google form anyways, even if we're in school, but it'd be the same thing, and those would be presented. So like you don't have to worry about those being gone. Even if we don't have a concert, we'll present those somehow. Um, I guess the one thing for like current juniors would be like, do you still want to do like paper plate awards for the seniors? Because that happens at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
If worst case scenario we're not back. Because that's a really fun tradition that Cantus does.
Yes.
So you could let Ella know about that if you still want to do those, and we can talk about those later if you
Mm-hmm.
have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, okay, what's next?
Okay. Next, choir auditions. How are those going to work out, Mr. McMillan?
I don't know.
Do you know?
Pure insanity. No. Okay, so for choir auditions, obviously if you're a senior, you're not gonna audition. And juniors in this group, I don't think you're gonna audition. We didn't do it last year just because I didn't want to take the rehearsal time. I mean, like theoretically we could do it. I think more for all of you because you are our biggest advocate in bringing new people in, and it's going to be even harder now because none of us are at school. So it's going to be a lot different than you dragging a wrestling kid into my office and saying like this kid should sing, and then I can get him to sing in a second. Um, there's going to be a sign up genius created that I'm going to rely on you to hopefully share with as many people as you can, because I will only have access to share it with the students that I currently have. Excuse me, and the band and orchestra people will obviously have it through their classes. So like Mr. Donnell and Mr. Jannings um, will share it, but there's usually people that do not come from the current music department. So if you could share that out as much as you can, it'll just be a big Sign Up Genius link. There'll be lots of dates, lots of times. With the e-learning, I'll be sitting at my computer all day. So there's going to be lots of flexibility. The schedule, which you'll learn about, there's going to be a lot of office hours for teachers. It'll be kind of like college. You'll have like a certain time that you're like in Cantus and in your other classes. But even in that time, there's a lot of flexibility to audition. So basically, just share the link. And even though it's weird and we're not in person with people, please try to get people to audition for choir, especially if they're not currently in choir. Obviously, if they're already in it, I'm going to be auditioning them if they're not a senior. But we really need people like every year who are not currently signed up, and especially people who are going to be juniors and seniors who have more flexibility in their schedule to audition. So please, when that link goes out, remember to send those out to people just like you would give those little invitations that we created, to hand out. Okay, so that'll be the biggest thing. But it will be like live via Zoom. It'll be like you'll sign up. You can tell people you'll sign up for a Sign Up Genius slot. Everyone will get a Zoom, or there'll be like a Zoom audition link that'll always be the same. And when it's your audition time, you just click on the link. The person will show up, and I will play something on my piano at home here. It'll be just like in person, just over internet. So we'll see what happens. It'll be chaos, but as much as you can help to get people to sign up and follow through on it, I would be greatly appreciated, and it'll help our program. So
Yeah.
thanks in advance.
Mhm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the stuff on the list.
That's all the stuff? Okay, sweet. Cool.
All the stuff on the list.
All right. Well, officially, Cantus, I will see you for our first class next Tuesday. As you'll learn, it's kind of an alternating schedule with the different periods of the day. If you are my TA, you're still a TA, or if you're a TA for anybody, you will be a TA electronically. So that is happening. I know I have a few independent study students out there as well. You'll be doing the independent study via Zoom, so we'll figure that out as well. But just most importantly, just know that you can always reach me via Skype. You can reach Ella via Zoom, via Zoom messaging. And because of the flexibility of the schedule, we can really meet whenever. So if you are not even in the prescribed time for Cantus, but we just need to meet and connect and not be bored, and please feel free to reach out either via Remind or send a Skype or get us all together in Cantus at any time. It'll be just like my office where no one leaves during the day.
Right.
Especially if your name is Ella. But
right.
Yeah.
I'll be live on Zoom 24/7. If anyone wants to join my meeting.
She's not gonna go to any other online class. It'll just be here.
It'll just be here.
So above all, just know that really miss you all, and I miss this group, and we'll obviously connect a lot electronically, and hopefully things in our world get better with the virus, and we'll get to see each other in person, and hopefully make music again in the same room. I think that's pretty much what we all want at this point. But anyway, thinking about all of you, love you all, and again, fill out the Google form. Let me or Ella know if you have any questions, and see you next week.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, Ella? Or are you good?
I'm all good, man.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.